Buenos dias. Welcome back to Shepherd's Cove. It's Thursday morning, December 11th, 2025. And today's just for today is misery is optional. It says no one is forcing us to give up our misery. For a long time, I didn't know it was optional. It's funny to remember how reluctant we once were to surrender to recovery. We seemed to think we had wonderful, fulfilling lives as using addicts, and that giving up our drugs would be worse than serving a life sentence at hard labor. In reality, the opposite was true. Our lives were miserable, but we were afraid to trade that familiar misery for the uncertainties of recovery. That's so true. I was comfortable in my comfortable misery. Familiar. It's possible to be miserable in recovery too, though it's not necessary. No one will force us to work the steps, go to meetings, or work with a sponsor. Last night I just signed up for a Reddit group called Sober and Hated. I post on there now, and I like that one. That was funny. Yeah, this fits it rather well. Because in some cases, sobriety is a misery. First, 50 times or so that I tried to sober up, wasn't so comfortable. I hated it. This time, I put it all in his hands, and you know what? It's working out all right. There is no NA militia that will force us to do the things that will free us from pain. But we do have a choice. We've already chosen to give up the misery of active addiction for the sanity of recovery. Now, if we're ready to exchange today's misery for even greater peace, we have a means to do just that, if we really want to. So, exchanging the misery for greater peace is putting our will and our lives in the hands of our higher power. Choosing to give up the active addiction for the sanity of recovery. I think that's part of step 2, is realizing the lack of sanity that we had in our lives. And step 1, realizing that our lives have become unmanageable. Just for today, I don't have to be miserable, unless I really want to be. Today, I will trade my misery for the benefits of recovery. I tell people all the time, they say, I'm sorry. I said, well, there ain't no reason for you to be sorry, but if you really want to be, go for it. God bless y'all and have a great day, huh?